Cricket 26 is going to launch on November 20th. I thought, why not take a final look at Cricket 24 and see what are all the things which have excited us over these past 2 years with the game, where the game is, whether you should be purchasing after the release of 26. Just a final review of Cricket 24. So I have a channel called Pradosh Cricket, which is exclusively for Cricket 26 tutorials. I have already covered Cricket 24 topics there. So if you want to learn about the game and have an in-depth analysis of the game, Pradosh Cricket is the channel for you to subscribe. Link is in the description. Go and subscribe right now. So the first thing I would like to cover here is the licensing, because that was the big move from Cricket 22 to Cricket 24. Because lot of new licensing came into play, and that added more to the game, because the playability and the licensed players, the licensed stuff, the licensed grounds, everything increased because of that, which was a very good thing in terms of adding more to the gameplay. All these leagues and competition and tour adds more longevity to the game because you have lot more to play. Next thing I want to talk about is the career mode and the online mode. Online, as we know, you have the crossplay available whenever you want to play the crossplay. I have already made a video in the other channel, Pradosh Cricket. You can go check it out. I have made a detailed video on how to play co-op, how to invite someone from other console. Everything has been covered in that video, so go check it out. Online wise, you have much better experience from Cricket 22 because the online stability is much better here. Everywhere you go in this game, there are going to be some bugs here and there, alright. But the good thing about online in this game is you have the option of adding your own difficulty and playing with your friends, which adds more to the game, because the default difficulty might not give you a good experience online because it's not well balanced. Coming down to the career mode, it's very similar to Cricket 20. Nothing much has changed in terms of the structure or anything, because overall the career mode feels and looks the same. Only thing is you have these gym activities and other stuff added into the game. Whether I'm a fan or not is questionable. It's like a mini game into the career mode where you do some activities just to make your player feel better. It doesn't add much to the gameplay, so there is no direct relation between doing all these things like training and doing all these gym activities versus how your player turns out to be. So if there is some link, it would have been much more interesting. But as far as career goes, you have to create your own story. You have to make it exciting for yourself. But the gameplay progress in terms of the matches you get, the series you get, the captaincy you get, the roles and responsibility that comes along the way, those things are fun. Not much in terms of what the game demands you to give. Because as a captain, you can literally skip everything and not even bother about the team and just play. So the game doesn't really force you to do anything different. That is one thing you have to understand. If you are someone who wants objectives from the game, that is not something you are going to get. So make sure you have your own objective, you have your own storyline to it, you have your own mindset to how to approach captaincy, how to approach your approach in the batting chases or teams and lineups and everything to make it interesting. Now coming on to the graphics and the visual aspect of the game, I really like the way Cricket 24 looks, because from Cricket 22 to Cricket 24 the leap was not as much, but the extra polish of layer definitely happened, and I particularly am happy about it because the lighting, the ground, the players, everybody looks much better than the previous game. So no complaints in that department for sure. And then if you come down to the academy, as usual you have all the things which you can get while playing this game is the community's creations. So you can do the same thing here as well, where you can get the play-faced players who look really good, and you have a lot of amazing creators in this game. So you just have to go and search for the right person and then download the team. It's very simple, it's very straightforward. If you need any assistance regarding downloading the teams, check out my other channel. I have created a video particularly for this, because all this academy, all this gameplay stuff, all the nuances of the game are covered in the channel for you to understand the basics of it, also get better at the game and have a better experience basically. Just like the previous games, you have the stadium creator, you have the the match designer, everything. In match type designer, it's actually interesting because you can create new formats as well in this, which is something which people don't really look into that much. Or if you want, say, 25 overs of 2 innings like Sachin said, you can do that in match type designer, which is definitely a feature which is very much welcomed. but people don't use it as much as we would like them to. One thing which you guys know, which I really like, is the custom difficulties, and this game offers good amount of values for you to have a really good experience in the game, because that is the main reason I'm able to play this game for so long. Otherwise, the amount of bugs, the kind of bugs that are there in the game definitely would have annoyed me a lot more if the gameplay didn't provide me the kind of experience it does. So that is one thing which has happened mainly because of the custom difficulties. So make sure to use of it, and I have lot of variety of custom difficulties posted in this channel as well, on the other channel Gamer Pradosh Cricket as well. So go check it out and tweak the experience according to your own way of playing, so that you can have a good experiences in the game, because the base difficulty is not that well balanced, as I told you before. And coming on to the settings, there are a lot of options available. You can switch off the field radar, you can remove the pitch marker, add the pitch marker, you can have the aerial marker, you cannot have the aerial marker, you can make the umpire transparent, you can make the wicket keeper transparent, you can make the batsman transparent. All the options are available, along with filters and everything. And then coming down to the control system, obviously you can play with your keyboard, or you can play with your joystick under standard control, where you just have to assign the angle of the shot, and just you can play with the press of a button, which is the simplified version of playing the game. If you want to enter the advanced level, or you want to play the game technically, then you can enter the pro controls, which I play with. So if you want to learn pro control, I have all the tutorials in the other channel. You can go check it out, because I have started from the base and have entered the advanced level category of batting and bowling as well in that channel. Alright, and along with that, you have the option of selecting for batting separately, pace separately, spin separately. So you can change the control system depending on what you are doing. If you want to bat on standard and bowl on pro controls, you can do that. So if you want to bowl pace on standard controls and spin on pro controls, you can do that as well. All the options are available for you, because they just have allowed you to customize the game according to your own preference, which is something which we have to appreciate big hands for sure. Now coming down to the cameras, I have created a set of playlists for cameras exclusively in the other channel, because I wanted to explain all the combinations, how the transition feels, everything. But the amount of variety you get in the terms of the camera settings are really good, and especially the broadcast dynamic which they brought it in the game does look really good for someone who likes playing in broadcast. Personally, I play on batting close, because that is the way you can actually watch the ball closely and play according to the minute of the delivery. That is the reason I play on that. But I know many people who prefer the broadcast angle, so that's the reason broadcast dynamic brings an additional favor to the players. And apart from this, one big thing which we should be talking about are the accessibility options, because they brought lot of accessibility things just to simplify your game even more. If you feel like you did not, why am I doing all these things? Can't the game do it by itself? Yes, the game can do certain things by itself. These are listed under the accessibility option for you, which definitely is worth checking out, because lot of things like hold bowling delivery selection, holding after touch, holding arcade shot direction input, these are the things which will simplify your game and make it easier, instead of trying to use the stick and hold on to it for throughout the game. That's the one thing which they have thought about, which is definitely worth checking out. So now coming on to the gameplay, the first thing I would like to talk about are the batting styles. Every batting style you play, 7 batting styles are available in this game. Every batting style feels different in this game. The stance you take, the shots you play, the strengths and weaknesses of different batting styles vary, and the kind of deliveries you should play, the kind of deliveries you should avoid, everything has to be looked in, so that depth in terms of the gameplay with the batting style definitely is something which is worth checking out in Cricket 24, along with so many bowling actions which have been added. I don't remember how many, I think it's 17 if I am not wrong for pace. So there is spin, leg spin, everything which have been added. So that is something which you guys will enjoy. James Anderson, Tim Southee, Cottrell, Shoaib Akhtar bowling action, Muralitharan, Shane Warne, so many varieties of bowling actions have been added in this game. Something for you guys to check out, because the variety is so much that you have to take your time to explore all these things. Now coming down to the gameplay aspect of things. In gameplay, two things we have to talk about. One is the human experience, one is the one is the AI experience. So, so the human experience. As I said, the batting style matters a lot. Certain batting style have lot of flaws in it where you might play a fall shot more often than not, like the head animation. You might play really good cricket because the batsman has really strong, front foot, back foot, everything covered. For example, the Warner style animation and the style 7. Though both these animations are the animations which you will get really good experience from, because the batting animations in these both animation style, Warner style, which is I think batting style 3, and style 7, it is very firm and it is very punchy, because of which you can be decisive on your shots. Maybe if you play on Maxwell animation or head animation, the chances of you edging the ball increases a lot more because of their batting style and the short animations. So you have to understand the kind of shots you should play with a certain animation and you should avoid with certain animation. All the limitations of each animation style has to be understood for you to have a good experience in this game. So this is for the human batting experience, where the delivery is bold and you want to assign a shot, you play the shot and you get the result, whatever based on your timing and the shot angles and everything, you get a result. Now the game also creates certain issues because of this. When you get late, when the bounce is more, when something is not right according to the game will try to do some weird stuff, like the bat going under the ground, or the player not even reaching the ball and getting hit on his helmet upright. So these things will happen because the game thinks you have played a false shot. But there are certain moments where we have played the proper shot, but the game is not able to get it under a category of ideal shot. That is the problem which is there in the game, which can annoy you, because I have this one issue where if a left arm pacer bowls at 140 or 145, I am not able to even connect the ball, not because I am timing it very late, because the game recognizes that as unplayable delivery. So even if I time early, late or anything, the ball just goes past the batsman as if it doesn't have any input to it. So that is something which is of an issue which has come off late, because I didn't face this issue before. I don't know where it popped up, how it popped up, but it is there in the game. So that, along with certain other issues while batting, will be happening for you. But the thing you have to understand is, if the flaws are there, restart the game, play it again, you will be okay with it. Alright. Also, while pressing save, when you don't want to save the dismissal, you have to press no on exit, because in this game, as soon as you play a false shot or anything and you get out, the game records that and saves that right away. So if you save exit and press yes on it, then the save will have the wicket taken away from you. What will happen is, when you come back to the match, one delivery you will play with the player who got out in the previous exit, and after that one delivery the batsman will leave to the pavilion with whatever score you scored in the previous delivery. This is again a bug which has occurred in this game somewhere in the middle with the introduction of the Amazing Pro team, which definitely is an issue, but you can try to work around it by pressing no on exiting, saving and exiting the match, because when you press no, you start from the first delivery of that over. And when it comes down to the shot selection, the shot connect, the travel, everything definitely feels really good, because the range of shots you can play, the angles you can work out, the stance you take, and everything matters, because the impact while batting is definitely being felt. And the reason I keep playing this game still is because of the batting. It's as simple as that. Even though on one side the shot connections and everything feels really good, on other side the flaws like hitting the top of the bat but still going at a really good pace, those things have continued from the previous game, which hopefully are not there in Cricket 20. Now coming on to the bowling experience for human. I'm going to cover the AI next part. The human. For bowling, you have lot of variations. Like for pro controls, when you do the pace bowling, you have lot of variations which you can do with the pro controls and along with that aftertouch. So both these combinations are deadly and really good in the game, but the issue is the AI. The AI batting in this game is not good enough because there is no team progression. Like, both the players coming into the middle, they don't have any kind of plan as such. They just play the shots. You have given them a run rate value, so they will always try to match that with whatever shots they play. They can't play third man shots. Most of them try to edge it through towards the third man. Some do play the cut shots. I have seen them playing the cut shot past the slip cordon and hitting the boundaries. So that is one of the reason I don't even have a third man in this game at all. Never. Why? Because you just can cover it up with a slip cordon. When you have a system where the AI doesn't even use their own shots, what kind of work has gone into the AI to make them the way they do? So it definitely is disappointing in that aspect. But the other way, you do have them playing good shots to have a competitive match when you play T20s and other formats, but then they are not able to sustain themselves against spin bowling, which has been an issue for quite few games now. Other than that, they don't have any innings progression, which I spoke about before, where they don't try to establish partnerships. So two people get out, third one get outs, next batsman will come and play a lofted shot as if it's not even a big deal. So they don't even try to settle down, they don't try to take their time in the middle. Even for test matches I am talking. So what is the work being done at the core of the gameplay for the AI is very questionable. And that is the exact reason why the bowling experience to the AI doesn't feel good. But when you play it against another player, so if you are playing PvP, you are going to have really good time because the experience of the bowling to a player will be much better than against the AI in this game. And apart from this, if you come down to the AI bowling aspect, the one big flaw I have seen with this is not bowling to the field. Two things you have to have: either bowl to the field or set the field according to your bowling. Two things you have to do. Neither of these things are done, where they will have all the deep fielders on the leg side and they will keep bowling outside of, where you can just keep lofting them for shots and not even bother running because you are going to get lot of boundaries anyway. So why bother with it? So these kind of things are definitely disappointing to say the least, because there is already a really good field set. You just have to let the bowlers bowl according to the field, or set the field according to the bowling. If you already have an attacking plan for the bowlers, like he's going to bowl a flighted delivery, then he's going to bowl a wider angle, whatever is the plan, set a field according to that. If both things are not done, there feels like there is no connection between what the bowler is trying to do versus the field being set. So that connection definitely is lacking in this game. But apart from that, the batting experience in terms of the shots that goes, the placements and everything, trying to hit it in the gap, those kind of feelings are definitely worth seeking out, because like I said, the batting experience definitely makes the game worth it. Coming on to the mostest versus thing about the game: fielding. I'm going to attach few videos here for you to get entertained, because it is entertaining, guys. Just look at this fielding effort, guys. Ball hits straight to the fielder, the worst to throw possible, and my player doesn't move. Now the fielder goes directly to the boundary, faces the audience and stands there for the ball to come, taps it back, picks it up, throws it to the fielder who is facing the other side, and this umpire is also facing the fielder. Oh my god. This is gold, guys. This is gold. There is no such thing called as be serious while fielding, because the game takes this in a very funny matter and doesn't allow you to have a good experience at all. So everybody is a cheetah in this game. Every fielder is a jaddu. Everybody can direct it from wherever they want to. And when you play for your team and you are the captain of your team in career mode, and you want your players, your fielders to do well, well, they are the numbers people then. That's the beauty of this game. They have balanced it as when you are not in the team, that fielding is the best. When you are in the team, you have the dumbos in the team. So the fielding experience of this game is something which has been skipped by the whole classroom. Nobody has studied anything about fielding because see, there are good things. Certain things like fielding on the boundary line, sometimes it looks like really good. They tap it back, they throw the ball to the right end, do all the things. Sometimes they field with both the hands, dive to the ball, field it properly, throw it back beautifully. Sometimes they go in the deep fielders, they take the ball with one throw, they throw it back to the fielder, then throw it back to the bowler. Looks so good. But there are other times where you regret your life, where you regret your existence, where you regret your decision to like gaming, where you regret to liking the sport, where you regret why cricket exists. And that is the experience you get while experiencing fielding in this game, because that ruins it all. All the things which I spoke about, one department which has ruined things for us while playing the game, fielding. But if you are someone who can take it in a lighter format, or you can take it in a funny way, or you can make things at a lighter mood and just laugh it out, maybe you can try this out. But on serious note, with all the issues, with all the flaws in the game, is this game worth getting on a discount? If you are getting say 50% discount, maybe 50% means 1500 or something. If you are getting that much discount, this game is definitely worth checking out, because the gameplay experience in terms of the batting, the bowling and the online experience, along with all the leagues I spoke about, are definitely worth checking out, because the broader aspect of the game has so much to give. But if you look at the issues in the game present, which can annoy you now and then, well, you have to learn that life is unfair, so is the game. That's all I have to say. I hope I have covered everything. Cricket 26 is coming. We are all excited. But will they carry on the same issues to the next game is something to be seen. But I hope that they have rectified themselves, because there is lot of negativity hovering around big and studios because of all the things they have done in the past. But to be fair to them, if not for them, we would have never ever reached to a level where we have started looking at the smallest of nuances in the gameplay while batting, while bowling. Yes, the AI has to improve. Yes, the fielding has to get better for sure. But does the gameplay feel bad while playing? Definitely not. You will have good experience with this game. You will have moments where you want to throw the game and break your PC. This game will always give you the toxic relationship which you have always wanted in your life. Thank you for watching, guys. I will see you guys in the next one. If you have any suggestions, any thoughts about this game, let me know in the comment section. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.